Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another video. This is the 450th episode of this channel and it's taken way too long than I thought initially. Sorry, I've been missing in action again. Mostly work, that's my excuse anyways, and a little bit of other stuff that I have been, concentrating on. My personal development, studies and stuff like that. So, it's been difficult to make videos, but I promise you one thing, I'm going to change that. And I also want to say massive thank you to all those people who have stuck with me in spite of me producing just a handful of videos last year. And in fact, this is April and this is my first video of 2024. It's incredibly bad, so I'm going to change that. But before I go into the video, I just want to say thank you very much for your love, for your care. You care about me, that's why you're stuck with me. And I care about you, that's why I keep coming back. And I thought it would be a good idea to make a spring video, although it feels nothing like spring. Today is a little bit better. Yesterday was 10 degrees. It was shiveringly cold. It was raining. It was raining today as well. That's global warming for you. That's happening all across the world. But I wouldn't go into all that. We all know what's happening. So we need to take care of our planet better. Anyways, getting into spring. So spring basically is perfect season in the UK to try green fragrances, spicy fragrances, warm fragrances. In some parts of the world, spring is already done and dusted. Excuse me. Spring is already done and dusted. It only lasts about 2 weeks in India. So I can imagine people are already in the full blast of summer. So some of these fragrances may not be suitable for people who live in hot climate or tropical climate. Because I'm in the northern hemisphere, very close to the bloody North Pole at the moment, based on the weather. So I have to go by what I feel great fragrances for this weather. At the moment it's anywhere between 10 and 14 degrees. It'll go up a bit. So the fragrances are like that. So take it with a pinch of salt if you live in a very hot country. So here we start. As I said, this is spring. Spring is green and lush and beautiful. So I'm going to start my list with a fragrance that I talk about a lot. And it's a green, meadowy fragrance. It's one of the most beautiful fragrances. Excuse me. I haven't reviewed this yet. And it is Armaf Nuit. So Nuit is a duplicate or a clone of Green Irish Tweed. Green Irish Tweed is inspired by green rolling hills of the Irish countryside. It's lush, it's green, it's bright and beautiful. This fragrance is exactly that. It's lush, it's beautiful, it's green, it's the most multifaceted fragrance, if you like. I've reviewed Green Irish Tweed, I've given it a 10 out of 10. This fragrance is very cheap as compared to Green Irish Tweed, and it will suit any occasion. As long as you dress well in spring, throw interviews, check. Daytime date engagements, check. Any other engagement that you think of, just casual t-shirt, jeans or a suit and tie, this will work. If you're looking for a signature scent, Green Irish Tweed is one of those. Terre Nuit by Armaf is one of those fragrances. I'll do a full review very soon this season. Okay. So next one is a woody fragrance. Now, spring is a time where you can wear nice woody fragrances because woody fragrances go with the season. Most people are going to go out now. They've been indoors for 6 months or whatever. So you're going to go out. You will see trees in full bloom, completely taken over by beauty of nature. So trees or woody scents are perfect for spring. And the next fragrance is called exactly that. It's called Woody by Rasasi. I've reviewed this fragrance a long time ago, maybe 2017. That's 7 years ago. So if you don't mind poor image quality and voice quality, then do check out that review. But in a nutshell, this is about cedar. the beauty of cedar. And cedar is a very strong and powerful tree. It just grows and grows and grows. It's a very big forest tree. And here the scent is literally as if you're walking through a cedar forest with notes that are complementary. For example, the notes of vetiver here. So obviously most men I know like the note of vetiver. So there's vetiver, there's cedar, and there's also ambery warmth to this fragrance, which makes this fragrance ideal for an outside trek on a beautiful spring's day, sunny spring day, not very hot, coolish. You will really enjoy this fragrance. This is an outdoorsy fragrance, jeans and t-shirt, or even your outdoorsy clothes that you wouldn't want to wear. This is one of those fragrances that really suits going out or sitting in your study and enjoying your company. It just suits those occasions when you're by yourself enjoying your pursuits, your hobbies. Next on the list is a fragrance that is new to me. I've reviewed it anyways, but this is a fragrance which I really enjoy. It is special. It's a green fragrance. It's called Green Lover by Lolita Lempicka. Now I've done a full review. This fragrance, many people say, smells like an orange popsicle. It has that smell. So it has this coolness about it. It's orangey, it's creamy, but only for first half of the fragrance, right? It's also very sweet if you wear it on your skin. But the second half of the fragrance is when it brings in a fantastic note of musk and juniper, and they both combine with the orange note, and there's a note of gin, which creates this airy sort of dryness about itself. And together, it's a very, very nice summer spring fragrance. There's also a note of ivy here. As you see, there's a figure or a sort of ivy embossed on the bottle. That gives you an idea. And if you're a gardener and if you must have smelled ivy, it has that smell of ivy as well, with sweetened orange. I really enjoy this fragrance because this is green. This is ideal for a spring date night. This is also very, very good if you're going to be indoors and it's raining outside. For that kind of situation, fantastic fragrance. Very, very good fragrance. And it's a green fragrance. So green fragrances, believe it or not, are going to be very expensive because it's very hard to create what nature has created. Next on my list is a fragrance which I haven't reviewed, but I've compared it to a creed. It is Lalique Pour-Homme. Now Lalique Pour-Homme is one of those fragrances that instantly gets me in the mood to basically go back in time and enjoy a fragrance that maybe Humphrey Bogart, would wear. That sort of personality. This is something which harkens back to the old days. This is a barbershop fragrance, so it has lavender, it has loads of lemony notes, and it also has a woody ambery tone to it, which is what I really enjoy. There's this note of proper Virginia cedar, pencil shavings, which really is a compliment because this fragrance doesn't cost a lot of money. None of these do up till now, and they are just fabulous to wear in springtime, daytime. This is a daytime fragrance. You can wear this to work, absolutely not a problem. It's not very showy, but it's really great signature scent, worthy of being praised as being a bit masculine, if you get the whiff of the word. It has that quality. It goes back in time where masculine fragrances were masculine fragrances, and there's a clear distinction between fragrances for men and fragrances for women. That difference has gone down now, right? Most men's fragrances are utterly sweet. If you're bored of all of that, this fragrance, Lalique Pour-Homme EDT, is stunning. Give it a try. The next one is one of my absolute favorite fragrances. It's from Guerlain, and this is Habit Rouge EDT. Habit Rouge EDT, again, one of my very old reviews. I've reviewed this back in 2017, I believe. Habit Rouge is a stunning masculine fragrance. This was created back in the 1950s, so it's more than 70 years of age, or close to 70. But what this is it's inspired by Shalimar, but it's a masculine version of Shalimar. So it has all beautiful lemony notes. In fact, I like it so much, I'm going to spray. So let me give you, oh yes, the days, the good old days. It's beautiful. It's full of lemon, full of citrusy notes, bergamot, and in the middle there, massive floral heart. You know, there's carnation, I believe, lily of the valley, can't remember exactly the notes, rose maybe, and tons of florals in the middle. But the bottom, the base notes are absolutely amazing. There's this saddle leather because it's inspired by the hunting jackets used by the royalties, the lords and the barons, what have you. So it has this beautiful new saddle smell, leather saddle, and along with that there's this beautiful smell of ambery, vanillic sandalwood. You know, just this fragrance is multifaceted, complex, not a run-of-the-mill freshie. It takes time. If you're new to this fragrance, it'll take you at least 5 or 6 wears to even understand it. And do not take opinion from many people. Just go with your own opinion of what do you think this fragrance is about. And I promise you, it's one of the most legendary fragrances. You'll fall in love with it. The silver cap one is what you're looking for. The current formulation has been changed, but I haven't tried the current formulation, so I couldn't tell you. I haven't heard many complimentary things about the current formulation. That's the only word of warning or caution, I'd say. So Habit Rouge, perfect for any occasion, daytime, spring. It is, you know, stunning fragrance. There's only one evening time fragrance I've done so far, which is this, yeah, Green Lover. So let me see if I've got a few more. Next on my list is another fragrance which I haven't reviewed, but it is one of the most sophisticated, elegant green scents out there. It's much prettier, well made and wearable than some of the niche fragrances I've smelt. It is Cartier Pasha EDT. Now, Pasha Cartier is so elegant, is so well made, so extraordinary in terms of the smell, the scent profile, that you wouldn't find many fragrances smelling like this. But you have to be a fan of lavender based barbershop scents. This Habit Rouge is just taking over. It's so beautiful, so well made. It's perfect for this kind of weather, you know, when the sun is shining but it's really cold. It's perfect for that kind of day. Anyways, coming back to Pasha. Pasha is creamy, sour barbershop. So many fragrances are there out in the world. Some are slightly sweet, some are slightly orangey or lemony. This one is sour, smooth, creamy lavender sandalwood. It is so unique and so well made that once you wear it, you know, once you get used to it, because of the lavender being very sharp and minty as well, once you get used to all of that, you feel as if this fragrance should be worth at least £150, if not more. It's so well made. It's stunning. It really is. I'm going to do a full review very soon, probably in the next few weeks, because this is the right time to wear Pasha de Cartier EDT. But till then, trust me, if you've worn this fragrance, you will know. This is absolutely amazing. Very sophisticated, super elegant, very well suited for spring. Okay, next one. I can't get over that Habit Rouge. Next one is one of my favorite fragrances for this weather. It is Dunhill Icon. Icon is based around a stunning floral for this time of the year, which is Neroli. Neroli is so well made here and is such a cheap fragrance. Neroli oil is very expensive. This combines Neroli with cardamom and very fine bergamot. So Neroli, bergamot, cardamom, the main thing, and then it wraps it around warm woody nuances. This fragrance doesn't cost a lot of money, extremely well made, and very well suited for any occasion. Daytime dates, interviews, just hanging out with your friends. Extremely versatile fragrance. Try it out. Very well made. And doesn't cost a lot. Next fragrance on my list is probably discontinued now, but I had to pick it because I was looking for an iris fragrance for spring, and spring is perfect for iris-based fragrances, but I couldn't find anything in my shelf that would go with the weather. And this one here is an amazing iris fragrance. I wish I had the Gentleman Eau de Cologne by Givenchy. I've reviewed that one as well. That has a very nice chalky iris. So that's a great fragrance for spring as well. But here it is. Superb. This is called Dior Homme Eau. So it combines elements of Dior Homme Sport and Dior Homme Cologne, and then brings in a very, very nice gourmandy aspect and makes this fragrance stunning for spring. Gourmand doesn't mean it's sweet. It's smelling sweet, like a blossomy sweetness, but not gourmandy, man-made, sweet dish kind of a sweetness. It is superb iris, very dry, ethereal, sort of slightly powdery, slightly chalky, woody kind of iris. Very well made. Unfortunately, discontinued. So I always hate putting discontinued fragrances in my list because people would just go and pay something crazy about this. Don't pay crazy money. As I said, there's an alternative. Not the same smell, but there's an alternative. You want a dry iris, which is suitable for spring, you can go for Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. Very, very nice fragrance, that one. And I think it's still available at reasonable prices. But here is a very good iris. If you've tried it, you'll know. And the Dior Homme DNA. Superb. I've done a full review anyways. Last two in my list. Next one has got one of the most authentic notes of orange. If you are a fan, if you live in a hot country, normally people show this in their summer list, but I think it works better in spring. Let me show you the fragrance first, and then I'll talk about the fragrance. It is Terre de Hermes Eau Très Fraiche, Eau Très Fraiche. Now this fragrance is one of the most authentic notes of orange. It's so well made, it's so beautiful. I mean, if you like orange, if you like citrusy notes, you will really have to look very, very far. This one is discontinued as well, unfortunately. And the replacement, Eau Givre or something like that, I haven't tried that. But this fragrance, the note of orange is so good. And it stays on and on and on for a very long time on your skin. But it smells better, in my opinion, in spring as compared to summer, because in summer, this one becomes lighter and more airy. And it just loses that sort of woody iris, juniper berry kind of a combination that I really enjoy in the middle stage. Also has a very nice note of geranium. I haven't done a full review. I will do a full review soon, because this fragrance is really worth a try. If you get it for a reasonable price, this is a 125 ml bottle. If you get it for, I don't know, less than 100, I would say, it's a good price. Get it. Because if you're a lover of citrus fragrances, you really have to look very far to get a really authentic note of orange. Last one on the list, one of my absolute all-time favorite fragrances. If you followed me for a long time, you know this. This is Acqua di Parma, Colonia, Intensa. Another Golden Jubilee stunning fragrance. I am in love with this fragrance. This is not only my favorite fragrance, this is also one of my very lucky scents. When I schedule very important meetings face to face, I carry this because it's got me real good luck many times. So, this is about Colonia, Cologne style. So obviously loads of citruses, but has a note of Emiris flower, which is soon becoming one of my favorite floral notes. It's a big tree, but the flowers, the blossoms on Emiris tree are just mind-blowing. And the scent, it just fills up the whole area around the tree I should say. It literally looks like a tree, big tree. So Emiris blossom, and mixed with that is benzoin, so warm, vanillic. Very, very nice fragrance. Again, one of my very early reviews. Colonia Intensa. Stunning. Essenza is very nice as well. So that concludes the list. I hope you really enjoyed this video, because it's been a while I've done any videos. And before I go, I'll give you another quintessential spring fragrance for nothing. this is what, £5 or £6. I reviewed it last year, I believe, or year before that. This is Denim EDT. There's also a Denim Cologne. And these fragrances, I don't know whether this is EDT or Cologne, but I've done a full review anyway, so you can check that out. This fragrance smells, this is one of the most cheapest barbershop fragrances, leather chypres that money can buy. And the moment you smell this, you will know that you've got a real bargain here. If you don't mind smelling like the fragrances of the 70s, if you don't mind smelling like slightly classical French perfumery, masculine French perfumery, then you should absolutely try this. Denim is, God sent for spring fragrances. And trust me, £5, it wouldn't be a waste of money. It's been around for a long time. This is my very first fragrance ever. So this is where my journey started. So that was the list. I hope you really enjoy the video. And I promise you one thing, I'll do many more videos this year than what I did last year. And thank you for sticking around with me. Thank you for being so kind and so loving to me, because none of you left. My subscriber count has continuously grown. So I'm really, really grateful for that. Thank you. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.